Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the WTFL Spa Grand Prix. We are at round 3. As you can see, this is the race calendar then. We've already done Canada and Saudi Arabia, so we are making our way through the calendar as we speak. The point system for the Cup is displayed also, so first place gets 25 points and goes all the way down to 20th place, who gets 0. In order to get points in this league, you do need to finish. So if you do get to the last lap and crash out, there will be no points. The fastest laps then, if you come and if you get fastest lap only in the top 10, you'll get 1 point, and 11th to 20th 3 points. Pit and quit then, if you do pit and quit at any point during this race, you will receive a point deduction of 5 points. And if you are a good boy or girl and do a clean race, you will get a free World Championship added on to your card. So we don't have any league race tables, as I was unsure as whether or not this time round I was going to be doing it for gold or whether platinum, because unfortunately that does tend to happen. However, we are in for a good race, and the drivers have now got into the lobby, so we will join them now. Please bear with me while I fix some technical issues with my headsets. So the drivers are now making their way out. Let's get a change of... So it does look like we have a kick making their way to start their lap. Going straight over, so I'm not sure whether this is going to be an actual lap. So Spider was the first one to put a lap down. We do have some other cars going on now, so this looks slightly better. So some drivers having to sort themselves out in the final set to give themselves some gaps. Not looking too bad. How easy to take it. Lovely jubbly, perfectly clean. No worries there. DRS open. Making his down to the first corner. How's Spider getting on? So Spider is making his way around slowly. So as it flashed up there, it looked like Jenkins did get the fastest purple sector. Jenkins is a very talented driver. They all are, of course. I've raced with Jenkins myself previously. So Lube Maestro, Bucco and Curly are all still in the pits. Bottle Job is on his way out, as is Curly and King Macaroon. Spider goes across the line with a 146.4. Jenkins will be next to cross the line. Bit difficult getting out of there in the end. So 144.4, so Spider was probably not putting in any faster time. How are we looking down the rest of the grid then? Bailey puts it across with a 143.8. Bucco placed grid penalty for a collision with Lube Maestro. Well, I'm sure he will have to... he will be forced to serve that penalty, so I'm not sure what happened there. Could be a glitch. We did have something go on like this in the last race in Jeddah. So the times are now starting to come in. Looking quite good. Some of them within a second up to P5. However, some drivers may just be for now warming up their tyres going on 2 laps. So Mr. XL puts a 145.6 to put him into P8. Let's get it up now. Curly, that is Curly on and out lap. Let's get to the... Spider losing it slightly, coming out of that corner. Improves, however doesn't gain a better position, 146.1. Unfortunate for him there. King Macaroon, how does he do? Goes P8 with a 145.3. PFC Booker about to start his lap. Obviously he's going to want to put in a quick time, as he did get that penalty for a collision. That can be dealt with at the end of the race though. Time's going to be coming in then. We've got anyone crossing the line. Big Dave goes in. So we have Bottle Job coming into the start finish. DRS wide open comes across the line, 2 minutes, so he's doing a second run. You'll have to forgive me if I am a little bit off today. Unfortunately, it is very hot indeed in the United Kingdom. Currently sitting at around 26 degrees. I do not do well in the heat. Curly then about to go on to the start finish to put his first timed lap. Oh, goes across the line but still doesn't manage. Oh, so Curly puts in a 1:47.7. He didn't invalidate, which is good. However, he will need to go again if he wants to have any hope of putting up a good time and getting out of this dreadful position that he is in already. Move Maestro has invalidated, so he will more than likely go again. Excuse me. PFC Bucko then coming into the final set turns onto the start finish straight. DRS wide open, cuts across the line. Didn't put in a time. I thought that was his time lap. Unfortunately for him, I don't know what's happened there. Come back to that. And drivers on track. So we have Wee Rabbi going slow in the first sector. And what's going on there? Kind of run out of fuel. Harvey then going up Eau Rouge. Comes out onto the DRS straight. Activates DRS. Not going very fast. Seems like he's struggling. Trying to keep out of the way, however, they are on a warm-up lap. What's going on here? So he's keeping out of the way for the McLaren. Bottle Job. Let's come up the top of Eau Rouge. Where's Curly? So Curly looks like he'll be the next one to put in a time. Curly comes back in, probably needs to fuel up. We'll go in and come back out and put in a new times. Oh, so Bucko has spun it. Didn't reset to track, which is good. Keeping within the rules. Unfortunate for him there. Remember guys, stay hydrated. If it's hot in your country, definitely stay hydrated, please. So the drivers will be now getting ready to put in their final times. As you can see, they're all now starting to come out. A few Compton making his way slowly around the first sector. Well, we have 7 minutes, so there is potentially enough for 2 laps if the drivers can get around. There is Spider, who is on a warm-up lap. However, Matthew Compton just getting out of the way just in case. Some drivers do like to go hell for leather around the track even on a warm-up, just get it done. Can be confusing to other drivers. So yeah, who's this McLaren then? So this is Rusty Olicon, who appears to be on a fastest lap. Hope he gets the traction down nicely at the end, doesn't lose the back end, which is good. Keeps it straight and goes up one position with a 144.773. I think a lot of these guys are going to be coming on to doing one of their times. So Jenkins has invalidated, so probably will go around again. So the only two drivers yet to put in our time are Move Maestro and PFC Bucko. Gonna just check the race director for PFC Bucko because I'm pretty sure he didn't invalidate. He did put, oh he did. So he did a 151.5, so that was when he span. Okay, so looks like there's been some difficulty there for Bucko is going to come out again and try to put in another time. So as it stands, your P3 man is Bailey with a 143.8. RB, both of them doing very well in the top 5. All very good points if they can keep that all the way to the end. This season we are doing a constructor-led championship, so all prize money will be awarded to the best constructors. Each of the races are broken down into 5 races, into then 4 segments of 5, and at the end of the 5 segments we will do the math, add it all up, and the prizes will be awarded to them drivers at the end of the season. Obviously they have to, of course, keep to the rules laid down within the league in order to be awarded that. So Move Maestro did improve then with a 146.4 into P15. So how did PFC Bucko do? So it looks like some drivers might not be coming out again or leaving it to the very last minute. Will Bucko, oh Bucko's on an outlap, what am I doing? Very hot. Let's see what's going on. The Mercedes is going slow, so I doubt it is them. But we do have a Haas of Kyle Needs making their way down. Hopefully this is their timed lap. A lot of drivers still in the pits. None of them appear to be on and out or on their way out, so Kyle Needs ends it there and comes into the pits. Looks like no one is going to come back out. So Robbie crosses the line, hasn't improved, but he does have a full ERS, so he's going around again. Any movement? Mr. Excel's coming in the pits. Probably going to see a spinner there. Big Dave coming around the first corner, so he's on and out. Let's stick with Bucko. Let's see if he can help his fortunes. A little bit scruffy there. Got onto the gravel. Did affect his stability. However, it's still looking good. Still has a lot of high ERS, so I'm not sure if he's actually putting in a time, but we will see. He may go round again. He is the last person to put in a time. Brakes hard, comes round, opens up the rear. Where does he come out? Comes into P12 145.3. Not bad. So with his 5-second drop, that will put him on to P17. Unfortunate for him. So we have a Ferrari, it looks like. That's Jay Compton on an outlap. So let's go where the Astons. It's the other Aston of Matthew. He's on an outlap. All of these guys. Oh, Rabbi is on a time lap. Will the guys get out of the way for him? No, he has got a lot of ERS, so I'm going to assume he is not on a time lap and is going around again, or he'll just come straight into the pits. No. Oh, scruffy corner that. Scruffy corner. That's him on a time lap then. So King Macaroon is on an outlap with Mercedes. Mr. Dave crossed the line, didn't improve, but looks like he's going again. Ooh! Bucco has crashed. He has crashed. Unfortunate for him. Lost his wing. That will be the end of his qualifying. And he does have a McLaren on the way round, so he will need to get out of the way. Now he has an ass. Compton has... looks like he has retired. See if we can see him. It looks like he had an incident around here. No. So that's him done for the day. So drivers now coming across the line. Mighty Atom will be coming to the pits. So we know what we're seeing. We have an Aston Martin of Matthew Compton, who's going to be your next driver to cross the line. Very slow, dive straight into the pits. Bailey is not coming out. So we now go to the Red Bull of Curly. Crosses the line. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. Unfortunate there. 146.7. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky. Big Dave then comes round the final corner. Can he improve on his time? Can he do any better? No, he doesn't. Unfortunate for him. Stays in 17th position. King Macaroon then, will he improve? Will he get into the top 3? No, he doesn't. Improves though, goes to P8 with a 144.7. Bottle Job then crossing the line, doesn't improve. Rusty Olicon coming down. Do we have Harvey? Harvey's about to cross the line. Goes top with a 143.7. That is provisional pole for him. Rusty Olicon comes in. Will Jenkins be able to do him? No. So I wonder if Bailey's gamble to not come out, unfortunately, did not pay off for him. So this is the final result then. Harvey takes P1 with a 143.7, followed by Bailey. It's tops. Both RBs getting into the top 3. That will be very good for them if they can take that to the end. Jenkins, P4, P5, Matthew Compton, P6, Rusty Olicon, P7, Wee Rabbi, P8, King Macaroon, P9, Bottle Job, P10, Mighty Atom, P11, Carl Needs, P12, Bucco, P13, Mr. Excel, P14, Compton, P15, Spider, 16, Moob, 17, Big Dave, and I think it was 18th was Curly, yes. Obviously, we have to remember that, unfortunately for Bucco, he does carry a penalty into the race. Curly, if you can hear me, send that invite as soon as you can, dude, because I've still not received it. If I get kicked out, I will not rejoin. So, yes, so PFC Bucco will lose 5 positions, so that will drop him down to P17, unfortunately. Advancing everyone behind him up 1 position. I'm sure we will get... we will find out what was the cause of that incident. So what will happen now, the drivers will go into the strategy screen. They'll have to make their decisions on their tyre life and their fuel. This game's a little bit different, so you can't just necessarily underfuel. It all depends on your driving style, so unless you've done a lot of research prior to the race, you will not know what your fuel state is. It's always advisable to overfuel ever so slightly. So, yeah, Curly will ready up. Hopefully he will anyway. because he is the lobby director, so he will be in charge. Anyone readies up without Curly doing it, that will be a penalty if they are found to be guilty. Well, I think that's been about long enough now. It's taking forever to get this underway. We should go straight into a formation lap. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything to get the race underway. It is entirely dependent on them. My apologies to the one person. Oh, there we go. So they are going to set off then. The drivers will begin their warm-up laps, so get their tyres up to temperature. It is difficult on this game to do it for some reason. It's obviously always work in progress on this game. Harvey does lead them away. He'll be conscious that there is a group at the very back led by his teammate Jay Compton, so this could, unfortunately, if Compton does not bring the pack back up to the pack, he could impact his own teammates' tyre temperatures. Obviously, it's a team game. We are breaking into three groups here. The Hass of Wee Rabbi is the leader of. There's a lot of groups forming here. It's Tops has also formed his own little group. Obviously, everyone wants to win, so some strategies will be in the minds of some of these drivers. Compton is again just slowly making his way round. As you can see here, possible race strategies then. The one stop from soft to mediums or medium to hard. Compton has caught up to the back of this group. 2 disqualifications, then Bailey and Matthew Compton did not make it onto the grid spot. So the race, as the drivers get onto the final, so Curly has made it. Ooh, it's not a bad view. So as they're underway, then one of the RBs has unfortunately crashed into the wall. Its tops looks like it became a cropper to a collision with Bailey. Unfortunate for him, it does look like he does have some front wing damage. The McLaren of the Mighty Atoms also look like he's become a cropper, but doesn't appear to have any form of damage. His tops is looking to make a move. Keep it clean, guys. Did he come out the top clean? Yes, they do. Lots of position changes then as it goes on. We do have Wee Rabby on the back of Harvey. Harvey has unfortunately lost out. Bailey being rewarded with the P1 for him. Obviously his teammate did lose out. No DRS on the first lap. That comes on at the second lap. But everyone looks like they are settled in. Anything going on? Oh, we have some position changes. Compton having a little bit of wheel banging there with Spider, unfortunately for him. And the Haas of Cal needs again trying to make an overtake. Guys, just need to keep it clean. It is the first lap. The race is not won on this lap. You have 22 to do. So please just keep it nice and clean. So let's have a look at the tyres then. Everyone but Spider and Moob have gone on to the medium tyre. Bold move there by Cal. He does get that overtake done with the use of ERS, I'm sure. Spider and Moob are on hard and softs. Moob obviously looking for an early safety car. Bailey puts in the provisional fastest lap of a 1:51. When we have a car round, that was Rusty, Ollie and a Hat of Kyle Needs also becoming a cropper, unfortunately. Oh, he is overcooking the accelerator there, probably out of anger. Unfortunate for him. Its tops has opted to stay out, even though he does have damage to his wing. Position changes, it looks like the biggest loser is its tops with 13 positions lost, followed by the best driver, which appears to be Big Dave with 6. Good improvement from Dave, fresh into the league last season during the Cup. Came here to gain some experience and it looks like it's paying off, so good for him. Let's go around then. We have Matthew Compton, looks like he is on the back of Wee Rabby. Wee Rabby is also on the back of Jenkins. So this is a three-way fight, 4P3 unfortunately for Matthew there. Looking like he's struggling with a little bit of rear traction. Kyle Needs has a 3-second time penalty. He's the first man to get 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Corner cutting, I'm sure, has damage and unfortunately can't help it. Yeah, look like any overtakes. Big Dave seems to be doing alright, keeping on to the back. He's got some decent gap to him at the rear as well. Oh, Curly and Rusty having a to-do. Its tops has a 3-second time penalty as well for corner cutting. So Rusty is going to try and get this position from Spider Rob. Looking like the faster driver at the moment in this little area. Compton and Bottle Job having a little bit of an overtake. Fortunately, there is a bit of a DRS train all formed here from behind Matthew all the way down Spider. So this will make it difficult to overtake. This will purely depend on a lot of drivers' downforce. Unfortunately, it looks like Compton does have... Oh, bottled it as I came on, unfortunately for him. Needs to be careful when rejoining. Unfortunately, he did ghost. However, it does look like he's going to try and do the overtake on Rusty, but doesn't. He needs to try and keep his tyres off of the grass, or whether that will cause him to have some issues. But puts Curly onto the back end. I think Compton has been looking at it. He didn't get any damage at this point. Moob is on the back of Big Dave. Big Dave, unfortunately, isn't going to be able to win this one, I don't think. But does defend nicely, not giving Moob the position easily. And Moob, oh, unfortunately for Dave there, Moob losing the traction caused Dave to try to swerve from hitting him. Unfortunately there for Dave. Oh, and as he's losing, oh no, it's Tox's losing a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for Spider, so the penalties are starting to come in. Unfortunately for Big Dave there, he had a really good start. Unfortunately he's now down to P13. Compton and Rusty Olicon, and Rusty is round again. Unfortunate for him there. I could feel like there's going to be some reports today. Spider making the jump on Mood Maestro there. Wee Rabbit on the back of King Macaroon. King Macaroon unfortunately does not have the gas, but Wee Rabbit getting into the dirty air there, struggling. Does have the DRS, he might just be able to do this. Doesn't have a lot of VRS though, does not have a lot of VRS. Will he send a dive down the inside? No. Thinks better of it. Noob and Spider are still fighting it out. Battles lots of. What was that? What's that? That was Mr. Excel, unfortunately. Looking like he became a cropper himself. Unfortunate for him, that does look like it is going to be a pit for him. We have a VSC because of that for debris on the track. Virtual debris, of course. Use this opportunity to get some water. So the VSC is not like a normal virtual safety car, and the virtual safety car has gone in. So no need for the real safety car, which brunches up the pack, just keeps everyone to a delta. Unfortunate for Mr. XL there. I bet he was hoping it would last until he got back to the grid. You can see just how much he is struggling to keep the car from going out wide. The downforce is a massive killer here. You do need it. So Spider is on the back. Good battle here by these two. So close pass, oh no. Harvey is on the back of Bailey, so Harvey has started to recover some of his lost positions at the start. He will have the advantage of the RS and use his much better ERS. Will he? Oh, he's going to get this done early. No messing around. Absolutely done. Yep. That is signed, sealed and delivered for Harvey. Nothing going on for Wee Rabbit at the moment. He is within half a second, but Noob and Jay Compton are still battling. Jay Compton is trying to make his way back up the field after that early spin. So Mr. XL is in the pits then and has exited out onto a set of hard tyres. That could be him to the end, but we do think that maybe there could be a safety car that could bring him right back into this. He desperately needs one, and unfortunately for him, you know, we are lap 5 and we have had a VSC, so we may be lucky, So PFC Bucko is on the back of Rusty Olicon, and he does have Big Dave behind him. Unfortunately, Big Dave, losing 5 positions, was doing okay early on, however, did unfortunately suffer as a result. Spider is going to make a dive down the inside. Do they keep it clean? They do, and Moob does leave the room, but it has made him come under fire too. Curly, unfortunately not getting the traction coming out of there, which is unfortunate for him. However, he has gone from P18 to P11. So looking very good for Curly. If he can keep up this consistency, he will do okay. Rusty looking like he got a little bit out of shape there. So he will obviously want to try and get this under wraps. Bailey and Harvey still having that battle then at the front. Lots of changes. Oh, Bailey has gone down again. He's lost out to Jenkins too. Wonder what has gone on there. You know what? The groups of these cars are not too bad as it stands. They are doing okay. Wee Rabby still on the back of Matthew Compton. His relative is only a couple of positions behind him in P8. If he is his relative, of course, we don't actually know. 3 second time penalty for its tops. I think that is six for him now. So yes, it is. Oh, Move Maestro is looking like he's having a bit of an issue. Unfortunate for him there. He's now dropped to P15 behind Big Dave. Looks like he's got some damage. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see if we can get to broadcast. No, it doesn't look like he has any damage. The car does look like he's in shape. Probably just got some grit on his wheels. Get that off and he will be okay. Bucko there with a 3 second time penalty. Anything going on? Closest battle on track is Bailey and Jenkins. Harvey has got out of that DRS of Jenkins, so that should allow him the free air to just sail off into the distance. Wee Rabby 3 second time penalty. They're all coming in now. 50% for Harvey, so doing alright. Will Bailey make the overtake? He doesn't. It looks like Harvey is going to be doing okay. Jenkins doesn't have a lot of ERS, however it does look like he has the better downforce in these corners. Harvey just losing a little bit there. I wonder if Harvey opted for the lower downforce for that all important Eau Rouge and the first DRS zone and the final sector 3, because he does appear to be losing a lot of time in this set of corners here. Half a second gone like that. We are now 6/10 to P1 for Jenkins. Unfortunately, I feel like when he comes out of this next set of corners and does get the straight coming up now, or as we call it a straight because it is flat, will Harvey start to pull away? He isn't, but he doesn't have a lot of ERS, so this will hamper him when it comes up to the DRS, as Harvey still does have a lot. Bailey is all over the back. Bailey does have a lot more ERS than Jenkins, so this could be a factor coming into turn 1 potentially at the top of Eau Rouge. Jenkins having a little bit of an issue coming out of that corner. He will have the DRS if Harvey can get out of. It doesn't look like he can, so 7/10. Jenkins will have the ERS. We'll stick with Bailey though, because this looks like the best fight on track at present. King Macaroon has just kind of lost it. What do we have going on? Looks like we have some position changes. Gonna stick with it. No overtake going on. Let's have a look. So a wing change for its tops. Unfortunate for him there. Big Dave also having a tyre change, it looks like. Is that Mr. Excel? Oh, moves by still 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. Its tops comes out just in, well, not just in front, 5 seconds ahead of Mr. XL. Big Dave then 11 seconds behind Mighty Atom, who was in P14. Let's have a look at the stops then. So Big Dave down have all done one stop. Jay Compton with the 3 second time penalty. Let's see the tyres. They're going on to hards then, it looks like. So 7 laps we have now on lap 8. So the hard tyres should go to the end. Hopefully, anyway. Let's. Oh. PFC Bucko having an off there. Needs to be careful. He will have grip on his tyres, so we'll need to be careful when taking some of these corners. We'll lose the grip. Let's go back up to the top. We do have Bailey. Oh. So we have a car round. Bottle job is round, unfortunately for him. Oh, come on, dude. Get it under control. It probably would have been better to come into the pits at that point, I think. Unfortunate for him there. Unfortunate for him. Oh, what's going on? Sector 3. Do we have car round? Kyle looks like having some trouble. Rabbi coming out of the pits for his first stop. Fortunate for Kyle there. That puts him down to P14. So, Mr. Big Dave has... Oh, what's going on here? Come on. Just keep calm, dude. Keep calm. Looks like his tyres are done. So one thing you do find on this game is that the tyre life is very difficult, especially with other drivers and in the slipstream, and because also how you drive can also affect the tyres. You can have a lot of difficult tyre life now. They're not consistent overall drivers. So as he attempts to get it all back underway, Moob has an off, unfortunately, on them 2 lap old tyres. Unfortunate for him there. The driver's starting to make a few mistakes. Bailey is on the back of Harvey. Will Harvey, we missed this. So it's gone. Harvey up to Jenkins. Oh, looks like Harvey unfortunately becoming a cropper there. Tapped Jenkins in the bum. Jenkins should feel about putting in a complaint. We don't do that. Remember the T advert, people, the T advert. So that will help Jenkins, I am sure, when it comes to Bailey and Harvey pitting, because Harvey will have lost quite a considerable amount of time. Jenkins comes out into some traffic. P10, so not too bad. He has got clean air behind him, so he's not going to be bothered by any other drivers. Be careful, dude. Be careful, Jenkins. You need to be very careful. So Jenkins will have the DRS, so that's alright for him, but he has to be careful with these guys in front. Hopefully they will begin to pit. We do have a yellow flag in sector 3. Looks like the Haas of Kyle struggling. Don't know why he's not pitting. It does seem like these tyres are not working for him. Maybe hoping for it. You need to pit, dude. Unfortunate behaviour there, unfortunate behaviour. PFC Booker looking like he's been having a very difficult time as well. Again, he's on 9 lap old tyres, so the front 2 do pit. Oh no, Harvey has opted to stay out. Bailey, King Macaroon, Jay Compton and Matthew Compton are all pitting. Curly is now up to P6, will he pit? He doesn't eat. Oh god, it's all a mess, in it. So Bailey is up to P2 on his soft tyres. So Jenkins actually lost out, unfortunately for him. That is very unfortunate for him. What's going on down here? Ooh, looks like we have some more drivers having more. Got to be really careful, guys. So nearly all the drivers bar the odd few have pit. unfortunately. Yes, he comes in now. Thank God for that. So we have Spider Rob, Bottle Job, Curly and Harvey all yet to hit. Harvey looking like he might just be wanting to leave it a little bit of time. There is some drivers who are having a difficult time making difficult calls. Harvey's still staying out, still happy with these soft tyres. And to be honest with you, Bailey is not catching on them fresh set of soft tyres. He is still at 16 seconds. However, unfortunately for Harvey there, unfortunate. Needs to get out of the way of that pit lane or he may get disqualified. So that advantage will go, unfortunately. I think Harvey's call to stay out is no longer. Oh, hang on, what's this? Jenkins is getting overtaken by Curly. No, he's not. That looks like a illegal overtake by Jenkins there into turn 1. It was under yellow flags. Curly free saying time penalty for multiple warnings. Unfortunate for him there. Matthew Compton doesn't look like he is having the best battle on. Coming up to Matthew. Matthew defending nicely there, just gently closing the door, letting him know that sorry, we're going to have to work harder for that one. Perfectly legal, very subtle move. However, this is probably the only row. We have Jay Compton on the back of Wee Rabby. Jay Compton on 1 lap hold, hards to 3 lap hold tyres. Jenkins will more than likely win this race. He has 2 lap hold hard tyres to mediums. Next closest rival behind him will be Wee Rabby. It's tops with another 3-second time penalty. Wee Rabby has 3 lap hold tyres. So looking at it now, I think it's going to be Jenkins followed by Wee Rabby or Jay Compton potentially. Bailey puts in the fastest time of 1:46 point something. I didn't quite get that. Harvey still staying out. Harvey waiting for that safety car. What is going on? We have, unfortunately there, it looks like Bottle Job is still struggling. Spider with a 3-second time penalty. Harvey is an old fox, so he will know that Bailey's tyres won't last long. So the threat of Bailey, if it can keep him going for a longer time, it might survive the safety car, if the safety car comes out. However, maybe Harvey is worried about the Ferrari pit stop. Ferrari may choose to put him on full wet tyres. Harvey obviously wanting to avoid that. Maybe a little bit scared to come in. I would be too personally. So everyone is out of the RF range now. We have an off, it looks like. Yeah, Moob, unfortunate for him. Bottle Job also struggling out there. 12 lap old medium tyres, you need to go off then, fella. So let's look at some penalties then while everyone's spinning. We have 9 seconds for Spider, 3 for Curly, Compton and Wee Rabby. Then we have a little bit of a gap down to P11 with its tops on 12. Bottle Job and Bucko on 3 and Moob and Kyle. Moob with 9 and Kyle with 6. Bailey has caught up onto the back of Harvey, so Unfortunately for Harvey, them tyres have now... Sorry, did I say Harvey? I don't know. I'm an absolute mess. The heat is killing me. Harvey's tyres have now probably very much died, and Harvey is nursing these. Might as well just let Bailey go. Harvey with a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately for him. Oh no. So, I wonder where he'll come out. He'll come out well into the pack. Unfortunately for him. He'll probably come out around P10. Unfortunately for him, we have a Sector 2. What's going on, Sector 2? Ooh. Is that Kyle? Yes, unfortunately. 10-second time penalty for Move Maestro. Kyle is now being lapped by the drivers ahead of him, unfortunately. He's currently around the P8 mark. So Harvey is in the pits. So Harvey, what does he go on to? Soft tyres. So for the next 7 laps, Harvey will attempt to recover some of this. He has got a 3-second time penalty, so that will be a factor at the end of this race. Bailey will start to lose them tyres, handing it over to Jenkins. Oh, absolute mental. Spider's still on 14 lap old hard tyres. Probably about time for him to come in. Oh, and Kyle has DNF'd. Where did he DNF? And he's DNF'd at the top of a Rouge. Bit of a weird place to DNF though. So that is the safety car. This will work into the hands of a lot of drivers, so Spider will definitely benefit from this, as will Mr. XL. Some drivers who are not going to benefit then. Harvey, who has just pit, came in on soft tyres. A lot of the drivers ahead of him will come onto the soft tyres, so he will more than likely be able to get himself up to P3. Bailey will more than likely get himself off them soft tyres. Curly also pit on that last lap as well, so he has soft tyres in the bank as well. So in Bailey comes, he will put on another set of soft tyres. I would probably fancy some mediums though. We all saw what happened with Lando Norris. He put on the soft tyre and it wasn't the right one. His teammate Oscar Piastri put on the medium tyres and it worked. And he's doing it, so I would be definitely going for the medium tyre. Bailey has now gone into P1. Oh, no, he hasn't. What's going on? So Bailey is now P1 and falls in behind the safety car. Compton with 5-lap old hards and King Macaroon. Harvey then comes in behind them on his fresh soft Sutton lap. In P4, followed by Rusty Jenkins. Oh. We have Wee Rabby in that's coming out of the pits in P8. Matthew Compton on mediums. That's what I like to see. Someone willing to try something different. And Mr. XL as well, all trying the medium tyre. So that could be good. So while we have the safety car out, I am going to take a short break to get some water and also to find out why my dog is staring at me. So he probably wants to go outside. So I will leave you with Compton. So I'll leave you with Compton. Keep an eye on him for me. make sure he doesn't do anything naughty, and I'll be back shortly. So that is me back. Water bottle has been filled. Dog has been let out. Ooh. So we're just waiting for Move, the last man, to catch up, and it will be safety car in, I am sure. There we go then, we are underway. Bailey did get a good start. He got a better start than me. I was going through my phone as you do. And we have a retirement of Spider. That looks like a pit and quit from Spider. Yes, that is definitely a pit and quit by Spider, so that will be a 5-point reduction for that man. And Move, just taking a route direct there. So as we are underway, we do have 4 laps left. So it's all to play for right now. Your leader is Bailey with a 1.8 second gap Bailey on his seven lap old hard tyres. Harvey is right behind him. He will probably dispatch him quite quickly, if not at the end of this lap. Oh, we have Jenkins, who looks like he's come off quite bad of an incident there. So a lot of position changes going on. My man Big Dave sitting comfortably in P11, however, it looks like he was also caught unawares and is nearly 2 seconds behind the guy in front. He has burned out all of his ERS. You need to not do that, dude. Otherwise, this happens. You'll get overtaken. Oh, a bit of late braking there by Dave. Cheeky. Very cheeky. Very good as well. Well done, that guy. Right, so, where are we at? Oh, a little bit of argy-bargy there. St. Bailey is now 3.1 ahead. Harvey is unfortunately too far back. I reckon that unless Bailey does anything now, he will take us home. Bottle Job does have a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Unfortunate for him. What's going on? What's going on? Mighty Atom being done just to pitch straight, unfortunately. King Macaroon and Wee Rabby. Will Wee Rabby get this done at some point? It is very hot indeed. There is going to be potentially a lot of position changes. I am not going to risk guessing at this moment, because as it stands, if King Macaroon does keep behind this set of cars ahead, he could come off. Actually in P2, just all depends. He does have the risk of Rusty, who has also not got any penalties, being very consistent. Bailey with a 1:45.7, the fastest lap. Bailey is just doing it. He is not messing around. He is going for it. So he will get that additional fastest lap point. So King Macaroon, what was this? What's this? What's going on? Is that Jenkins? Oh, Jenkins' race has absolutely fallen to pieces, unfortunately for him. Just trying to get rid of some of that grit off his tyres and try and salvage some of this race. Very unfortunate for him. He's lost out a lot. Matthew Compton on the back of Rusty, so he's going to try and get this done. He does have the 4-lap old medium tyre, so he has gained some positions. Unfortunately for him, it's coming too short with 2 laps left to spare. However, he doesn't have any penalties. Wee Rabby has overtaken now King Macaroon. King Macaroon is 1.1 seconds behind, so Matthew Compton really does need to get up this grid, as does... well, all of them do. King Macaroon does need to keep up. Jenkins, 3-second time penalty, unfortunately for him. Move Maestro is in the pits, probably going to try for... Oh, he didn't. He went for mediums. Would have thought he would have gone for some soft tyres and gone for the fastest lap potentially. Unfortunate for him, he did unfortunately have a bad race. So where are we now? So Wee Rabby and Harvey will both definitely be trying to get... Well, Wee Rabby has 6-second penalty, so that would currently drop him... It will drop him to P6, so he needs to get a move on in the next 2 laps. Harvey has gained some ground on Bailey, 1.9 seconds. So not looking too bad. Matthew Compton is still trying to get on, and we have a DNF of Jenkins in the pit, so that is another pit and quit. Jenkins and Spider, unfortunately, not finishing the race. They would still have got points even if they would have finished. Unfortunately, because it is lap 21, it does not count, unfortunately for them, because in WTFL you have to cross the line to finish the race and to gain points just to be classified, to be honest with you. So it's unfortunate for them. Mighty Atom 3-second time penalty, so there is a lot. Move Maestro 15 seconds time penalty. Jesus. Whoa. What's going on, guys? So as it looks at present, it's going to be P1 Bailey, Harvey in P2, because he has managed to gain a sizable gap. That will then put King Macaroon as it stands into P3. Unless Rusty and Matthew can get the jump on King Macaroon, but King Macaroon's doing a fantastic job of keeping up to Wee Rabby. King Macaroon will be absolutely buzzing if he can keep this together. He has dropped the DRS to Rusty Olicon. Rusty Olicon is now out of DRS. Mental, absolute mental. He is catching though, he is catching, but he is doing an absolutely beautiful job of keeping those 11 lap old tyres. Oh, Matthew Compton has now managed to get into P5 and is on the back of King Macaroon. He has a little bit of ERS. This is the fastest, the last lap, so this will be everything to play for. This is for the P3 position, so it needs to be done now. King Macaroon is he's in for a P2. He is within 3 seconds of Harvey. If he can, no, he's not. Now he is out. Sorry, my mistake. What's going on? Wee Rabby is dropping back. Oh, Wee Rabby had an issue, and he has. I wonder if he gave that up. I wonder if he gave that up to try and give King Macaroon a chance to get a P2, but he is within. He is not within the 3 seconds. Sorry, Bailey crosses line to P1. Harvey P2. King Macaroon takes the podium position of P3. Matthew Compton P4. Rusty Olicon P5, Wee Rabby P6, J Compton P7, Bucko P8, Curly P9, P10, Big Dave, well done. I think that might be his first P10. That's good. Matthew, Mr. XL P11, it's Tops P12, P13 Bottle Job, P14 Atom, and Mood Maestro, who's finishing his lap in P15, are your finishers. Not classified then, your pitters and quitters are Jenkins and Spider Rob, who unfortunately did quit in the pits, and Kyle Needs, who unfortunately had a crash at the top of Rouge. So Moob is making his way round. He has an unfortunate race, but he did stick it out. He didn't quit, and he will gain those points that potentially could have been to those other drivers who pit and quit. Ooh, very close. You nearly crashed it there, dude. Nearly crashed it there. Oh, dude, why would you do that? Just ruining it. Just ruining it. So that is it then. So the computer's driver of the day goes to Jay Compton. I am going to give it to King Macaroon. Absolute blinder of a strategy. Started in P8, up to P3, stayed out in the pits when everyone else pit for the soft tyres and managed to claim that all-important P3. So they are your finishers then. Let's get the guys at the bottom when the penalties all piss off. There we go. So that was the Belgian Grand Prix. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next round.